We all know what's about to happen here. If you're a fan of NASCAR, you've seen this clip dozens of times. Brad Keselowski is in the black 09 car, and he's about to make a massive splash and put himself on the map. He's about to catapult himself into the rankings of NASCAR's elite. 3 years from now, he'll be a Cup Series champion and have a fully stocked trophy case. But here's the thing. This isn't the moment that made Brad Keselowski's career. This race is not the reason we know who Brad Keselowski is. There's lots of events that contributed to him getting here, but we've done a lot of digging and we've pinpointed the real turning point of Brad K's career. And it wasn't this faithful Talladega race in 2009. Brad's rise to the top was sparked years earlier in another series with a whole different set of circumstances. He was on the brink of being a backmarker for life, but on a hot, humid evening just a few miles from Graceland, Brad K met his turning point. Brad Keselowski grew up in a family of racers. His dad, Bob, was a driver and longtime team owner in the Truck Series, dating all the way back to their inaugural season in 1995. Brad started driving for the team in 2004, when they were experiencing a period of decline. K Automotive Racing had always been a competitive team and had won races as recently as the 2002 season with driver Terry Cook. Brad ended up making a few starts in 2004 with little success, and then drove for the team full-time in 2005. He had just one top 10 at Daytona, and the team struggled. In 2006, Brad was set to drive the full schedule again, but he lost his seat after the second race at Fontana due to a very weird set of circumstances. MB2 Motorsports development driver Craig Kinzer had failed to qualify his number 47 Chevy at Fontana, so the team opted to buy out the number 29 team's owner points and change their number. So Kinzer kind of replaced Keselowski in the number 29 for the next two races, even though the team was operated by a different team. Then they eventually changed the number to the 46, and K Automotive was essentially closed down. So Brad was without a ride and started taking seats wherever he could. He made some select truck starts for some smaller teams before finding stability in the Xfinity Series with the number 23 Keith Coleman Racing team. They were severely underfunded, but Brad had little choice. He returned with them for a full campaign in 2007 and ran mostly as a backmarker. He also raced in 2 Truck Series races for Pennington Motorsports in a Hooters-sponsored truck. As much as Brad was driving garbage equipment, he usually ran pretty well. He outperformed a lot of the poor stuff he was being given to drive. This did not go unnoticed by team owners and veteran drivers. Someone was going to scoop him up, and it was only a matter of time until Brad Keselowski got his big break. Or his turning point, if you will. So it's Saturday, June 30th, 2007, and we're in Memphis at Memphis Motorsports Park. We're in the home of Elvis Presley, y'all. The trucks are out for their pace laps, and holy shit, is that Brad Keselowski on the pole? Yes, it is. Brad Keselowski is in a fully funded, sponsored Germain Racing truck as a teammate to defending series champion Todd Bodine, and he's on the pole. So how the hell did we get here? Well, let's back up for a moment. The number 9 truck was usually driven by Ted Musgrave. Musgrave was a longtime Cup driver that took a step down to the Truck Series in the early 2000s. He won the 2005 championship, but then his team, Ultra Motorsports, lost their Dodge factory support and folded. He signed a last-minute deal to drive the number 9 truck for Germain Racing in 2006. He returned in 2007, but took part in some shenanigans at the Milwaukee race. Ted was involved in an incident with Kelly Byers that sent both of them into the wall. In retaliation, Ted slammed Byers' truck into the wall under caution, and NASCAR parked him. After the race, NASCAR announced that Musgrave was suspended for the next race at Memphis. Enter Brad Keselowski. After some lobbying by NASCAR legend Mark Martin and teammate Todd Bodine, Germain Racing hired Brad Keselowski to fill in for Musgrave at Memphis, and Brad immediately put himself on the map by winning the pole. Brad led 62 laps, took the lead multiple times, and was in position to win the race before Travis Kvapil just decided that, passing people's way too hard. So he just straight up dumped Brad coming off turn 4 with 9 laps to go. Kvapil went on to win the race, and Brad finished 16th. But the cat was out of the bag. 2 weeks later, Brad had been signed by Junior Motorsports and was driving the number 88 car in the Xfinity Series. He drove most of the remainder of the 2007 season and then went full-time for 2008 and 2009. He established himself as a top-tier driver and eventually became a Cup Series champion. So yes, this moment at Talladega in the spring of 2009 is incredibly important, But we never even get to hear if Ted Musgrave doesn't decide to spear Kelly Byers' truck under caution at Milwaukee. If Musgrave doesn't do that, Keselowski never gets to drive the 9, he never wins the pole, Quapple never dumps him, he never puts his name on the map for team owners, and we never get to see him win at Talladega in 2009. In fact, Brad probably isn't even in NASCAR now if all those events don't fall in the order that they did. It's like Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking back. Thanks for watching the first episode of Turning Point. If you enjoyed the video, comment below. Let us know what you liked about it, or let us know what you didn't like about it. Maybe hit the little thumbs up guy, but don't hit the thumbs down guy, because that's mean. Also, you might enjoy some of our other videos, like this one about how Mark Martin just destroyed people at Watkins Glen all throughout the 1990s. Just spilt the blood of his enemies, just killed people there.